Okay, are we good? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so as I was saying, before I had to do that, I played this game last night. I beat it once. I know I missed a lot, but I think that's kind of the point. I'm gonna try, keyword try, see how long I can last to get a platinum trophy. That would be kind of fun. And pretty much, it's kind of hard because because this game just came out for PlayStation. There's no trophy guide for it, but there's a Steam one, but Steam has different trophies. So I kind of just looked up a few that I think I'm going to do today. And then maybe I can unlock some extra princesses while I'm at it. So we shall see. Okay, so it did keep my save files. So I wonder if I could just reload a princess based off of those, but I don't know. But I'm just going to start a new game. Fresh. So there's some trophies I get by getting any chapter 1 ending aside from the
You're
vessel,
on a
which
path in the
was
woods,
the first one
and at the
I
end you're
got
here
last
to slay.
time. Okay, I don't think I need to do any of this, so let's just go towards the cabin. Oh, I do need to get the good ending. I did get it my last run, but it didn't count.
To the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning: she will lie, she will cheat, and we're not going
I'm
to
gonna be skipping a lot of the dialogue because I saw a lot of it last night. So for the good ending, I just need to go and I just need to kill her, no questions asked. Just be a good boy.
The interior
Bird.
of the cabin is almost a blade.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Okay, I don't talk to her.
You're still listening to reason.
Let's just enter.
You walk down the stairs. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh? No talking then? I'm probably chained up in the space. So, you should...
She's unarmed. If you hesitate...
And I'm just gonna slay the princess. Which I did last night.
You feel...
Oh, I can skip all this. Nice. Okay. I don't know what I need to talk about for this one. Oh, it's open.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. What? Everyone is fine. It's... This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years. Hey. Really? Well, more happy time pass. Please, the little... Eventually you pass in...
Okay, yeah, good ending. Alright. Yay, I beat the game. Okay, a new game. So for the series of, what was I saying? Okay,
You're
so I
on a
need to get
path in
any
the
chapter
woods,
1, but
and at
not
the
the
end of that
stranger.
path is that you're here to... Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely... The blade is your
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the...
Let's piss her off.
The door to the base... Her voice...
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool...
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a... I know. I just said that.
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long...
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous? Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This is...
Oh? Have you decided?
You know... That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I'm locking her in the basement. Yeah, let me save.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job. You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Where'd she go?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods.
Let's save here.
You're here to...
Well, I'm just gonna turn around and leave.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, but fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting...
Oh.
What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder, something other comes close. Feathers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. No, this is a nightmare. It's not. Okay, first chapter, denial. So I had to do this like 5 more times, I think. Oh, let's just enter the basement this time.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot wrong.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be... You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Let's see.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Dot, dot, dot.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
And I
You
don't
hear
have
the
my
click
knife.
of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
And she
raising
chews
her
off her
arm to her
arm.
mouth. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
No, let's just
You
kill her.
won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's just slay her.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine.
It's more like her shoulder.
The wound drives
her
her to
back.
the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you
Still
to
her
the
shoulder.
end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
No, we're gonna finish the job.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward.
She's a swole
and the
princess.
princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor you collapse
Oops, I
on the
didn't mean
ground.
to
And
skip
the
that.
princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things.
everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. Okay, I'm going to save here. That way I have 2 chapter 2s
You're on a path in the woods.
that are different. I'm going to get those 2 confused, aren't I? It's okay.
You're here to slay her.
And then we're just going to turn around and
Well,
leave.
you're the boss.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know where you're going?
For the trophy, doesn't matter.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to
Oh,
the
sorry, I
cabin.
forgot I can move the
How
picture.
convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
But we're not. We're going to go
You're
around,
really keen
leave,
on wasting
so I can get my
everyone's time,
trophy.
aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation, but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the What's going on? Where are we? I like it. Seems like it's got great acoustics.
You have been here before. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulating close louder as something other comes close. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinity shrink into something less. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Gosh. Okay. Anger. Trophy earned. Once more of a feeling.
You're on a path in the woods.
See,
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
I would load, but I'm not sure if that would continue.
You make your way up the short path to the...
So I'm just gonna...
The door to her voice.
Who's there?
Don't let it fool.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walk down the stairs.
She's so
Cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your
Because
grip
I
on the blade.
hesitated, and that's what gave me the fury.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you...
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal your...
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just...
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
And I'm just gonna slay her.
Doubt, unfortunately,
Okay,
clouds
she's
your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Still prepared.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
I think I finished the job last time. Let me just give
Are
up.
you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground.
It is the
uselessly.
demon Dommy Mommy route.
You lacked the will to finish the job. Your bruised and broken
So I'm trying to
body
get
falling to
trophies.
its knees before her.
But I'm going to create save files that way I can come back here.
The
I got this.
princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade
I think
away
there's
from
2 demon Dommy Mommy routes I can get. I got
This is
one
the
of them.
end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat.
But I figured while I'm trying to get these trophies, I
She
can
leans
just
into it
save
with the
scum
kind
and then
of
come
weight you
back
didn't think
and
her
try
slight
with a
frame
different
could
route.
possibly possess, shattering your wind.
I'm hoping that works.
Leaving you
Oops.
starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark,
And I
and
die.
you die.
Okay, chapter 2, the tower.
You're on a path. You're here to slay
Okay,
her.
I'm gonna save this one on this screen so I don't get them. Page 1, can I go to page 2? Page 2, okay. But I'm just gonna turn around and
You're
leave.
right. We should just leave. There's no. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
And... Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path.
Yep,
Strange.
that's nice. Turn around again and leave
Really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path.
Wait, something isn't right.
I had to do this like 4
Can
or
you still
5
hear me?
times.
You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is... What's going on? Where are we? We're dead, obviously.
Desperate pleas, I do not hate you. I am sorry I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. An offering. We can be friends. Ecstasy. You are elated. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. A reminder, we can be worse than enemies. Agony. You were torn into a million pieces, and you feel pain in each of them. You have never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than anguish. Mercy. You are elated again. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. In contrast to agony you've suffered, this elation is better than all of the other elation you have experienced. Round eyes looking up at you. I need vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own, for they are me. You are the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. Bargaining. Trophy earned. And back again.
You're on a path in the
I
wood.
know,
You're
I
here.
know. Okay, what do I want to do for this one? Turn around. No. Continue to the cabin. My bad. I can't turn around and leave. Because I can't
You
get the
make your way
stranger.
up the short path. A warning. She will. We're not going to ignore.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just
The
alternate.
interior of the cabin is
Can I
almost
just
entirely
do a
bare.
save point here? Save. Yeah, I want to overwrite it. And then, like, can I go back or will it freak out? I don't
The
know.
blade
I don't want
is
to test
your
it.
implement.
Let me just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello?
is. Don't let it.
I'm just going to continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the... She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a...
Hi. Okay.
Okay, I already talked to you. Go back upstairs and retrieve the play without saying. I wonder if that will still give me the same ending.
You turn back to the stairs.
Where are you going? You can't just... You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip...
Slip these chains? She has to be bluffing, but
This is the
you
same
rush
one?
up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
It did get a lot bigger. Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Let's
Your
finish
eyes
this.
dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you. Why would I close the door behind me?
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Like any other video game. I'll wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
We'll just come on out
You
then.
do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Fine. If I'm getting tired, let's just enter into the
You step into
shadows.
the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from
Well
behind
then.
and drags you to the floor. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark,
And I die.
and you die.
The beast. Okay, cool. I will save here. Oh, see, that's where I should have saved these on the chapter screen. Oh well.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna turn around and leave because I'm
You
doing the
said to take
thing.
it serious?
And I'm just gonna nope out of here.
Fine. I suppose you just quiet.
And we're gonna
You're
turn around
really
and leave
keen on
again.
Wasting everyone's time, aren't? But fine. You turn around and
Wait, something isn't... What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
Dejection, feelers limp against your soul. Why? Long silence, a hollow heart. I don't want to see you. Depression, trophy earned. Okay. She's getting mad.
you're on a path.
Yes,
in the-
I know. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
You make your way up the short path
Okay,
to
so
the cabin.
I didn't bring the
You'll
knife with me
find
that
the
time, so
warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore him.
I'll bring the knife with me this time.
The interior of the blade.
There's a lot of paths, even just in chapter 1, as I'm setting all this up. That's kind of crazy.
You take the
Enter the basement.
her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let."
I'm just gonna stab her. But I'm gonna do the thing. Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down. She's focus on the task.
And there you are.
Oops,
That
I didn't
giant
wanna-
knife.
The blade. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Tighten my grip.
You ignore them.
You poor thing.
You step forward. You're.
I'm probably chained up in. So, you.
She's unarmed.
Who's Slayer?
Doubt,
she was-
unfortunately,
I
clouds
didn't
your
mean to
thoughts as you
hesitate.
attempt to run
It's
from a
fine.
moment of distraction and hesitation.
Finish the job. Oops, no. I don't want to do the thing. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? The two of you clash for the final time.
Oh,
Oh, I got her. Nice.
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
Adversary. Okay, I will make another save here.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Okay, and then turn around and leave.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight. Seriously? You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
Okay, and then we'll turn around and leave
Really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkable. Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up... What's going on? Where are we?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
The feelers hold you in a gentle caress. Resignation. I cannot stop you, but our spool is nearly taut. A warning. If you come here again, we will be here forever. Acceptance. Trophy earned. Okay, I think I just need to do one
You're
more.
on a path. You're here.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm not gonna mess up. I'm just gonna kill her.
You make a warning. She will... We're not going to ignore...
Because I missed up
The
last
interior
time.
blade is your...
Take the blade
You take...
into the basement.
The door to the... Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
I'm not gonna talk to you.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down... She's so... Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step
Yeah.
forward.
Oh, I'm probably chained. So,
She's unarmed.
And slay her.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into
Yeah,
her
you didn't
heart.
expect
is-
that, huh? Okay.
It's over. We should make sure. I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is...
Her face, she's so over
Your
it.
blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Can I check for a pulse?
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that?
Because apparently she has a pulse.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark.
And they die.
And you die.
The razor. Okay. And then we shall save on that one.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Well, we're just gonna turn around and leave. Oh, but see, with these save files, though, I wonder if it'll mess up because I denied bringing back a vessel those other times. I don't know.
And away we go. Good call. Seriously? You're just going to turn...
Yeah, we're gonna go. Where's Nope?
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, but fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Oblivion, the many feelers pull your shape into something formless. You have made the decision. It is the wrong one. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound. Your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound. Your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound. Your soul forced back into existence. I love you. Should I just exist, or consciousness fades away? You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. Your agony, is that the same? Okay, consciousness fades away. Just as you were, nothing. Trophy earned. Okay, so that's that. So now I can try and get all of the other princesses. Ugh, okay. What to do first? Where's my pen? That way I can mark them off as I complete them. Okay. So, the game. Let me go. So, which one was this one?
You're
I don't
on a
remember.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. But she will lie. I don't think... It doesn't matter. Don't. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together.
He does need a sword.
The princess has not already gotten out.
That dagger's not going to do
Stuck in
nothing.
your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay, mirror on the wall, blah, blah. Should I take the blade, or should I enter the basement? I don't remember which one this is. I'm just gonna enter the
I should have taken
basement.
the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
I'm going to talk to her. Just gonna kill her, Mr. Narrator. Seems like I don't think I can do it. Step off into the void between the stairs. I'm just gonna go talk to her. Maybe I can calm her down.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
I don't remember which path this was, but maybe, yeah. Well, there's hope. There's never hope, but there's hope.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
Shh, just let me do what I want to do.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Do nothing. Go back the way I came. Going back the way I came will probably not yield any results. Just head right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Yeah, you're not gonna see reason, are you?
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Lungs. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Are these just the same?
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Yeah, if you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down
I am
situation?
what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
liver.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that.
Lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves,
and there's the fear.
nerves. She pulls away. Liver,
But
nerves,
that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
nerves.
I've already done that.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, 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 lungs.
Yeah, I bet we'd be friends.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve.
Heart, lungs, liver.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Liver, nerves, heart,
Well,
lungs,
you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
lungs, liver, nerves.
I don't think I can leave without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Absolutely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Let's see.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Okay, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna be nice.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Okay, let's get out of here.
No!
Yes!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Lungs, liver. No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. What did it say? Before you utter another word, your body starts moving. Voice of the paranoid. Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body is barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't let us die here, make it end faster.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You're working real hard, voice of paranoid. I'm proud of you.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it. But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet. There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart? Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do. The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard, Liver. You've actually done it.
You've actually doomed everyone.
Oh, bye, narrator.
Nerves.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Heart. Lungs.
But it's so cold,
Liver.
too.
Nerves.
It's itching against my skin.
Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
The prince is exhausted, slumps to the
Why
ground.
is it so cold?
Nerves. Heart.
Okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I should feel better with her gone. But I don't. He is. Does that mean the world ended? Yeah. No voice needling us anymore. Feels good, but I also feel itchy. Cold. There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's calling us. And not in a good way. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Okay, now I meet her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, so...
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
I think I already talked to all these, so what happens now?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
A tender heart. Which one is this? Bring the nightmare. Okay, so the nightmare is done. Cross that off.
You're on a path in the
Okay,
woods.
well, I want to
And at
load.
the end of that path,
Oops. I wonder if I should... I'm going to continue on this path and see...
you're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
A warning. She will. I don't think it doesn't matter.
Let's see what happens if I grab the knife.
The interior. The hole is just an empty.
Okay, take the blade.
You reach down. Good. Is it the? Those are the words of someone who
I
knows he's
give me
sending
dialogue.
us to our death.
Into the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended.
Oops, no. Oh my gosh.
Eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for her cruel and playful voice.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? You really don't remember, do you?
Okay, we need a plan. Or we don't need a plan, we're just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrative seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. What if I were just to step into the void?
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to... Are you really not going to comment on that? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you.
Let's go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part... heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of... What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more, as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just... Are you sure about that? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a...
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already... Your weapon is still in your hand. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs.
Let's just slay her.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Nerves. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here, right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Yeah, won't I starve?
That's a grim thought, isn't it? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like that matters. I die, I'll just come back again. Or should I wait? Let's wait.
More time passes. You're still here.
And wait?
More time passes.
And, okay, so...
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest. Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject. No.
But I want to know your secrets. How about now? Is it secret time?
Still no.
I'm going to wear you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now, then we'll have something else to talk about.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
I can.
The
Secret?
narrator continues to ignore you.
But I got, okay, but I got the best company I could ask for you guys. What more do I
You
need?
could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Okay.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Well, the only choices that I do have. Oh, should I throw it into the void?
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone.
I have doomed
Now you're really stuck
myself.
here forever. There's no way out now. You mean other than starving?
Yep.
Right, I mean other than that.
Wait.
You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have, but biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
The wraith. Do I have? See, I think I already have the Wraith, don't I? But I might have a different one.
You're on a path in the
Okay.
wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on.
Yes, so it does.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so...
Oh, but I think this
you've
time I
already
should
been
let her
here.
possess me?
More than once, even. Great. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself.
Oh, threatening us with all death has done is shunt us back to these woods where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even... That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Then she finds a way out on her own.
So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out.
Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. I'm begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away.
Yet
Watch
here
me.
we are, walking away despite your protestations.
There's got to be a crack in this world somewhere. If he's looking in at us, there has to be a way out. Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. Hope for all our sakes that you change your mind before it's too late.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh, okay, so this is the same.
What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home. It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
Okay, so I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, okay. Let me load. Oops, not history. I want to load. Let's load back the Wraith.
You're on a path. Shit.
Yes.
No. What if... Okay, then let me...
Oh, all
This place...
Okay, let's just go to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I...
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Would you look at that? We won.
Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's sort of strange. Is it the mirror?
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one lock. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates
Yeah,
up
this
from
is
the
all the
break.
same.
A deep cold flow. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with...
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Oh, like it's that easy?
It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
Except that pain hurts.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm, but I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically... Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not like this. You don't even have a weapon.
Okay, deep breath. Is there any conceived...
Yeah, this is all the same.
Fine.
I don't know if this will
Your vision fades.
yield a different...
She tears open. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hall. So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know.
It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body.
Oh, that's right, I hurled myself down the void.
Out of here. That's the
Were we?
I was.
I know you were, but you were going into it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? No.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think you feel. You think you were numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me. And I don't feel regret, even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. We are.
All I'm doing is reading what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the bed.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good.
You toss the last of your will aside and surrender to the princess.
Just because I tossed
that's
myself
that.
into the void last time.
Maybe we'll find our freedom on the other side. An end is an end. Let's see what it has in store for us.
This is all I wanted. If it will be a mercy for you at the end of everything.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're so close.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag the zombies with a piece of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Slide me into submission. The door is right there.
It really is, isn't it?
I walk to it. I place your bloody hand on the door. I made you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
He is gone.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then. The big moment. Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
But as you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, the rending that cuts the way down to your soul. Once you're again separated from everything that is nestled deep in the crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
Us again. How interesting. Everything is gone. Except her.
What is happening to me?
So this is the same, yeah. Okay.
She's gone. And there's that mirror. I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
It's calling us, and not in a good way.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Something finds me in the long quiet.
Oh, does this count as the first? Because I reloaded the save?
I am solitary lights in an empty
Okay,
city.
that's good to know.
What are I think that you are like me. We are ocean. Nothing, as we are. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, If only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole.
So maybe I shouldn't load the saves, just because I need to get endings too. If this is going to count as...
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
But great, but now I have to memorize the paths.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What should I do? Let me do one that I haven't done. Let's do the razor. And then I'll continue from here, and I'll try to remember the other paths. Oh, did I oversave it? I oversaved it. No! Fine. Load. Let's do the beast then.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Okay. And then I'll continue, and I'll try to do the other paths. So I didn't think, I was wondering if it would continue on. But it doesn't, so there's some limitations. Okay, let's go to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go any further, she will lie. Does a cat lie to a...
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, I'm gonna do a save here, that way I can just come back. What's this? Quick saves, automatic saves. I'll just start erasing saves. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Nothing with the mirror. Okay, should I take the blade or enter the basement? Let's just take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Because this is when she was mad. She was
difficult
feral.
to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. Oops. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
She had a tail. I don't think she's a princess anymore.
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't hesitate.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit, what do we do?
Yeah, we don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you, even though I have a knife?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
Well, what do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her.
Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Oops, wrong button.
She is clearly not.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Play dead, stand still, wait for her to strike, and it will hit her back.
We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive.
No, we're gonna fight back.
If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Ha! Look at that! We wounded her, and she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark,
Everything.
and you die.
The den. Okay. Is there a trophy for the beast?
You're on a
There
path
is.
in
Okay.
the
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation, and now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Okay, let's just go to the cabin.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. So, we need a plan.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing. The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one.
Is no one going to mention the mirror? What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
I should take the blade.
Take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
No, let's just smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into pitch black.
Smart.
If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Yeah, let me lie.
The princess leaves your remark unanswered. See, She knows we have to be like her, focused, present, patient.
We're past the point of words anyway. This is a conversation that can only be had with hard steel and sharp teeth.
You put the voices to the back of your mind and proceed down the stairs. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
See? I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now.
Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury, and beneath it all lurks something far more primal. Hunger. Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly.
I'd like to see her try.
The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence. And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw.
So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? All these wounds are starting to add up.
Nah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
We die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct. She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening.
Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest.
Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory.
Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done. No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart. You and the princess collapse to the floor together, your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask.
I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right? Right?
He's gone. Everything is gone, except her and us.
It doesn't matter. We won.
The princess's eyes speak again. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. But you don't get the opportunity to respond. Something is taken away. It was left with something else in its place.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Okay, yeah, so this is acting like my first time, so I have to keep continuing if I want to get the endings. Okay.
I'm begging you, don't do this. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Something returns to the long quiet.
Okay, this should be all the same.
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, bring me more perspectives. I have not lived. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and I die. And I got a Ravenous Heart trophy. Bring the den to her. Okay, so... Oh, I hope that means it counted the nightmare, because technically I reloaded.
You're on a path in the woods.
Can I go to the main menu?
And at the...
Can I go to the main menu? Maybe not. Oh, here we go, main menu. Yes. Memories. Oh, yeah, perfect. Adversary. But technically I didn't see all these because I don't have the trophies. Okay. Yeah, but I still need to do those paths, so I'll just continue on. I'll try to remember what I chose.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to...
Okay, let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find a warning before you go any further. She will lie. We're not going to ignore.
Yeah, I know.
The interior
How did I get the
cabin is
razor
almost
again?
entirely bare. The air of the blade
I'm
is
curious
your
about that
implement.
one. Let's enter the basement. I think I just entered the basement and then I went back up to get the knife.
The door to the
And when I
basement
came
creaks
down...
open, revealing a staircase faintly
No, that was the
illuminated
feral
by an
one.
unseen light. Her voice soft.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember.
Don't let it fool you.
Just checking on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay for...
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Or I think
They wouldn't have just
she
left the key
started
to her
chewing
chains
off her
somewhere
arm
in
and
the
then I
cabinet.
attacked her. I think that's how I got it.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams.
Someone else here?
Okay, turn to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to easier for who? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade, or we could use... You won't like... Fine.
Oh, that only gave me the option to save her.
Against your better judgment,
Okay.
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain, but you cut into her flesh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Her limb falls to the ground, and there...
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wound. How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps
Okay, so
forward and
last time I
raises the blade.
resisted.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, but it won't let me slay her. Okay.
Stop that.
So I'm locked into
Something's
this
come
path.
over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay.
The blade. Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches...
Oh, okay. Now, which princess is this?
A warning. Before you go any... She will lie. She will cheat.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Excuse me?
Okay, I have the smitten.
forget he said anything.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand.
Last time? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice.
What did I do last time? Last time I gave her the knife, right? And she cut out the... No, this was the... You know what? Let's take the blade.
You take
Let's
the
see.
blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motive. The door to... But it's a soft...
Hello?
Her voice. Okay, I'm with you that we don't even know the princess. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist,
Yeah, 'cause
binding her to the far wall.
I don't think I saw the third one of this one because I rescued her.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your...
You know she can't hit.
I'm just gonna slay her.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think.
And just like that,
I remember
you'll
seeing
get
this
over
though.
it. Get over it.
You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Rash. The only rash decision we've made.
What? No, let's not do that.
You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deep.
I don't what? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The grey. Okay, is this the same grey?
You're on a path in the...
You horrid monster.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clear...
Oh, and if you lot...
No, I think this is all the same. Yeah, this is all the same. Yeah, okay. Grr. Main menu. Yes. But I didn't save. I should have saved. Let's try again.
You're...
Let's try again. Let's try again. Should I see the stranger? I don't think I get anything spiffy with her. I think that's all on the Steam. Oh, goodness, this is confusing. I mean, I'm not really giving a guide. I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go. But I have encountered all the Chapter 2 princesses. Yeah, because there's the Downgrade, the Unwound Fury. I still need to get the Beast. Let's just enter the basement.
Wait, really?
I think this is how I got the razor.
Okay.
If I left her, I think that gives me the beast. I'm gonna save here. Because I think I can maybe get different endings from here. Oh, is that the beast right there? I can do that too, for the trophy at least. But I do need to start getting like endings because I know there's several trophies for those, I think. Because I had to complete the book too. Let's see, let's examine the chains.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up. Doubtful. Whoever...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade, like you. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in...
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before, as she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. It's the blade from upstairs. Or we could use it. You won't like what happens.
There we go. Now I have the opportunity to slay her.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now.
You bastard.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage.
Okay, the witch. Perfect. Okay, not the razor that I wanted, but the witch. Okay. But this is new. This is good. Okay, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, I'm gonna save here. Just so, in case I move on to the third chapter, I'm good. And then if I can get the trophy for the witch, I'm good. And then I can come back.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, don't know anything of the mirror. Should I take the blade or enter the basement? Well, she was kind of mad because I did kill her anyway. Into the basement. I think I can get...
Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
It seems like if I grab the blade, I'll move on to the next chapter. But if I don't, at least for the chapter 2. I'm assuming. 'Cause that's how it was with the nightmare. I'm gonna try it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
On my internal monologue.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm having an inner monologue. Leave me alone. I'm sorry about last time.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Yes, ma'am. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Yeah, I didn't bring my blade down here.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Let's just go.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? What did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel
Okay, well this
something
will
pop.
continue me to number 3, I guess.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. You were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done. Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you. And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Oh, cool. She got taken.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we... Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Does this mean we won? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Okay, so this is the first
I'm
one.
begging you, don't do this. This doesn't feel right. It feels... If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Okay, I won't mess this up. I'll continue now. On to the second one. But at least I'm getting trophies.
Something finds me in the long quiet.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that there is no bring me more perspectives. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Okay, and the Righteous Heart trophy. Bring the witch to her. That's the witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of you're here.
Okay, let's see what I can do.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the shore. A warning.
To take the blade or not take the blade? That is the question. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now?
Gonna
Why
give her
don't
a
you come
warning.
down and let me take a look at you? How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Let's drop it.
The blade
See what I
tumbles
get with
out
this one.
from
I don't
trembling
remember.
hand.
Thank you.
It's like all the paths are blending in together.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you that...
So here we are, What an awkward start to a relationship.
Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, this is all the same.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it. Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and that is not you. And she was expecting that.
Unfortunately clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to feel.
What happens if I just give up?
Are you serious? As internal bleed, you lacked the will to finish the princess. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could?
She plants.
What was that? I think it was the tower. Which I need, so proceed to the cabin.
She will. We might. Can we? I'm not. You're being just. I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep these just so I can. Once I get like all the endings I need, I can just kind of come back and brush up any trophies I'm missing.
The interior of the cabin is.
Okay.
The blade is your imp. Why do we feel? We don't feel small.
I'm not going to take the blade.
No blade this time.
I seem to be able to get the second
Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
chapter without taking the blade, so.
No blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. It's. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried? It doesn't matter what that little... Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort. Every step...
And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
I'll listen to her.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before, and we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours. Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No. It used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible.
Chilling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Should I reassure you? I'll reassure you
It
first.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us. Okay. If you say so. A mercy.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate.
Okay. I've been streaming for like 3 hours.
But it will give me time to reflect.
I didn't get an ending, but I did get a bunch of trophies, so I'm gonna end it here and continue. And I got the tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
So,
And in the
I will
basement
end it
of
here.
that cabin is a
Until
princess.
next time.